we have a security they call ESN. That Nnamdi Kanu didn't wake up overnight and created that ESN. It started when he came out of jail. In fact, not even, I don't think it's when he came out of jail. He went to United States and spoke to the World Igbo Congress. They ridiculed him. That thing was like a joke. Ifeji, Apamo, I watched it live. This woman that was okay, it's good to be afraid of war. But the truth is that, what do you have a choice? My question is, do you have any choice? You're not taking war to anybody. Yesterday I read an article, one of my friend, I don't want to say his name on air. He wrote an article about war. He said, I have seen Biafra, but it is not funny. That's nonsense. I'm sorry to say that. He's my love friend, my beloved friend that I respect so much. But the article, I read it, I was like, what's wrong with these people? All my thought was that war, you are at war every single day. There are viruses trying to destroy you. You're fighting these viruses. You think that is not war? The world is made of war. They're talking about war. I saw war. It's not funny. And somebody who's like 9 years old, 8 years old, that didn't go to the army, he saw the war. You didn't see the war. There are people watching Nollywood that sit sit outside and watch the movie. It cannot be the same with the actors themselves. The actors are in the action. There are most of us that we're at war. Most of us, we are not dead yet. Most of us fought gallantly. They were commissioned in the war front. And then somebody says, I'm afraid of war. There's war going on. You're afraid of war. You don't want it to come to you. It will. It's already there. When your mother cannot go to the farm and come back alive, you think that is not war? You're looking for war. You think war is when you carry the AK-47 and face me, I face you. No. When there is no light for you to do your job, it's war. When there is no food for you to eat, it is a war. When there is no water to drink, it's war. When the government cannot do what they promise you, it is war. They are calling for war. Don't think that war is only when you carry ferret machine guns and people just write good articles, good writer. That's what I take him for. I said, let's not fool ourselves. It's good to condemn. Somebody even commented on that thing. And after he said that, then somebody asked a question. So the next, somebody was asking, what are we supposed to do? Then somebody responded by saying, is it by going to war? You don't have a solution, my friend. You could have said exactly what. You can't answer a question with a question. If you know an answer, if you know a solution to it, put it out. I have always said in this our struggle, I say to my beloved friends, if you don't understand what we are saying, please go in. Don't be marked by this, because people are very, very angry. Be very careful what you write. I'm not warning you, but I'm only telling you, advising you as a friend. I will never hurt anybody. I know that. But the truth is, you are better off just shut up. Don't write things, because the Umaka are very angry. The children, I've said this many, many, many years ago. I don't forget it. I told my friend who is involved in politics. We were together in the army. I'm not just joking about it. When this whole thing started, I told him, I know the way you think. But you see, what these children are doing today is it's quite different from what we are doing. These children are angry. And do not forget that even at the time that Ojukwu was fighting, we were angry. This was our age. Oh, Ojukwu went to war. Ojukwu never went to war. War was forced on him. If you know what was going on at that time. I was young, but I wasn't naive. I wasn't stupid. I was reading. Fortunately for me, I lived in a family where most people there were actually talking war. I know I wouldn't want to call somebody in my family who was basically staying with me in the same house. He was in the University of Nigeria. He would know himself if I'm talking about. He was the student union president. At that time, they were the people that were really, really in the front of this thing. So the story was being told. I was there. I wasn't their age. I was listening to them. That's the important thing. So if you don't know what to say about what is going on, please just shut up. Don't write. Don't mark yourself. Don't put yourself out there to be criticized. You have good intentions, I understand, but you are looking at it differently. You can't blame. Give us a solution. You look at the country you are living in, you have no water after 60 years. You have no drinking water, nothing. There are some of us who was there, who were playing music and, today I know what my colleagues are here. The people that did what I did at the time, I know how they are here, at least recognized. Nobody is saying that America is the heaven on earth. But I bet you, if we have half the facility we have here, the administration, the everything that we have here in that place, nobody wants to get away from there. We go from here, you come back, oh boy, the zoo too sweet. It's not sweet, my brother. You are fooling yourself. You take money from here, you go spend it over there, you come back again and start afresh. Is that what you call life? Is that what you call life? Is that what you call being sweet? No, it is not. People are beginning to wake up, and they will wake up. So my friends, if anybody wants to say something, if you don't know what to say, just shut up. You are better off not even saying anything, to be honest with you. You are better off not saying anything, because when you say, people read what you write and they attribute what you write to your mind, to what you. So when you are silent, nobody at least knows what you are thinking about. The moment you start writing, you have followers, you have people listening to you. It's okay to write, express your opinion, but please give us a solution, not criticizing us. If you criticize us and you don't give us a solution, then you are a part of the problem, honestly speaking. That's the way I look at it. Let us listen to Dino Balaye and hear his interview. It's very interesting, So far as listen to him.
The economy, everything. Why this heightened concern at this point in time?
Yeah, one will say that not only my party, Nigerians have been shouting. We are in a very precarious situation in this country. We are actually in a perilous time. We've never seen what we're seeing in this country before now. Every facet of our national life is sick. From insecurity to the economy, to breakdown of infrastructure. And this completely has been threatening the very foundation of our beloved country. If you look at what is happening in this country today, at the end of the day, you will just know that it's failure of leadership. And at times, you look at it, failure of leadership at all levels, because once the head is rotting, the entire body is destroyed. The country is not only sick, but equally suffers from what I call a dreadful congenital abnormality.
What does that mean?
It means the country is suffering from a problem that is irrevocably not only contagious, but there's a possibility that there will be no redemption.
Is this real or imagined?
It's very, very real. As I speak with you, a few days ago, we had 400 northerners were arrested in Abia at about 3 a.m. in the morning, moving in 35 buses. The implication of that is that information gathering in this country is dead. Because how will they move all the way from up north only to be arrested or accosted in the southern part of the country?
Is it in Abia or in Ondo State?
Abia.
There's
another one in Ondo State. Another one happened in Ondo State. So what we are saying is that we are in a very, very precarious situation, and all this boils down to failure of leadership. And the body language of Mr. President, the body language of this government also is not encouraging. Because this particular government have the strength, but they do not have the will. They do not have the spiritual will, they do not have the moral will, they do not have the political will to be decisive and take action. For example, why Nigerians are disenchanted, why this problem may not see the light of the day, is because since March last year till this minute, our government is being run on Zoom. Federal Executive Council back to back over 1 year is on Zoom.
Is it not in the light of the present realities the new normal?
It is not normal. Why are we holding the Federal Executive Council on Zoom? 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, 797 billion was approved on Zoom. 1 hour 30 Zoom meetings. You are not defending memos. There's no critical analysis of projects, policy formulation and implementation done on Zoom. America, that is the worst hit by COVID, don't hold Zoom executive meetings. And if less than 60 people, because the Federal Executive Council, they are less than 60 or about 60. So if 60
less
people,
than 60 actually.
Less than 60. So if less than 60 people are complaining of COVID, when 109 senators are sitting, when 360 members of the House of Representatives are sitting, then you know that it is not a problem of COVID. It is a problem of incompetence. It is a problem of incapacitation. It is a problem of gross.
The area surface of the council chamber of the presidential villa is far less than the National Assembly. And perhaps the government should not be seen to be violating the safety protocols, non-pharmaceutical measures.
No. Nigeria is Nigeria. And I want to tell you, there's a banquet hall, even with observation of COVID protocol, can take 1,000 people. That's the banquet hall in the villa. It's there. And even the chambers, the council chamber of the villa, can take 60, even with the protocol of COVID. But that's what I'm saying, is that the signal to Nigerians is that there is a problem somewhere. And we have a problem because the president is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Buhari need to speak to Nigerians directly, need to commune with Nigerians, need to converse with the media, need to ask questions. Our president is absent. And this have a negative concomitant effect on the war against insecurity in this country. As I speak to you, it is very pathetic, but our president is not available. This is the first time in the history of mankind that we hear presidency says, Garba Shehu will talk, presidency says, Adesina will talk, presidency says. We want to hear presidents say, we didn't vote for presidency.
Are they not
vote for Garba Shehu?
Are they not employed to speak for the president?
They are to speak for the president when there is a policy information. But in terms of interaction, we voted for President Muhammadu Buhari, not Garba Shehu. We want to hear president said, not presidency says. All this put together, culminate together, encourage the insecurity that we are passing through. When last did you hear the president, or have you ever heard the president sit down and say, you, the IGP, if you cannot take care of insecurity in so, in 3 months, you are fired? Have you heard the president say, come, the chief of army staff, if you cannot flush Boko Haram in 6 months, you are fired? The country is sick, killing is pervasive. Look at the innocent children.
Just a moment ago, I announced the suspension of the managing director of Nigerian Ports Authority. That's an action from the president.
That is politics. It has nothing to do with insecurity that is bedeviling us. We want to see his actions in the areas that matters. When they play their internal politics, that's their problem between the Minister of Transport, herself, and that's their own internal problem. But what I'm saying in essence is that we cannot continue to keep quiet. Unfortunately, Nigerians are yet to realize that in an unjust society, silence is a crime. This problem is pervasive because the people who ought to speak are not speaking. I'm totally disappointed in so many people we call men of God in this country. From my understanding of the word of God, in the Old Testament, prophets are change agents. God sent them to kings to tell the kings, repent, or so. That was what happened to Jonah on his way to Nineveh. That was why Moses was told to go and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. That was what Joshua did. And the same thing in the Quran. But these days, people are not coming out to speak the truth. They are afraid of Buhari. Buhari is a human being. He's not an angel. He's not a prophet. He's Buhari of Daura.
The man don't die, and they are still afraid of him. I don't understand it. I told you sometime Onyala can talk sense. Listen to this man. Listen to Dino Melai. He's just making sense. The only thing is that they look at it as he is making 100% sense. Nnamdi Kanu say, oh, now because of Biafra. Listen to him. Listen to what Dino Menai is saying. This is very, very clear in our face, and Nigerians are there so docile. Nah, they think tire me well.
I have conquered fear. I'm not afraid of anyone, because
of course you don't have to be.
If you look at it, the tree of freedom, the tree of liberty, will only be watered by the blood of martyrs.
That's right.
I have conquered fear. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of arrest. They can even stay by your gate and arrest me after this program. I'm used to it. But we cannot keep quiet in the face of obvious obscurity.
Now, will you say
this country is going to the brink? Every facet of our national life, the economy, insecurity, everything, Buhari's cause F9 parallel.
Now, will you categorize Bishop Cook and Father Mbaka in this, and so many, Cardinal Naek, or many of them speaking of, will you categorize them into?
That's why I use the word some.
Okay, some.
Almost. Even the Islamic clergy, it is their responsibility to speak. Where are the CSOs? Where are the CSOs? Where are the civil society organizations? Where are the activists? Where is NBA?
Perhaps they didn't interpret the reality, the situation, the same way you have. Perhaps they could believe that things
we
are
all Nigerians. The people being killed are our brothers, our sisters, our nephews. Now you heard what is happening in Abuja here. How can individuals be the ones citing either Boko Haram or bandits in Kuje and other outskirts of the town when we have security agencies? Is that not a misnomer? Does it not show that something is wrong? And all this I am still telling you boils down to leadership failure. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is grossly incompetent, is not capable, and all I expect is that since this man has shown more than enough evidence that he has no capacity to run this country, President Buhari should, in the interest of children that are yet unborn, in the interest of Nigerians that are dying, please excuse us. It's not something very heavy. It's not something terrible. Just, hi, Muhammad Buhari, hereby resign. But simple.
Okay, resignation is an option which he will not likely take. Then the second option is impeachment. Just 2 days ago, the APC caucus in the National Assembly responded to the issues raised by your party's caucus, saying they stand with this president. Nothing will happen to this president, and this president will not be impeached. Of course, you know they have the numbers.
It is expected they will speak like that, because the both chambers of National Assembly, the leadership of the both chambers of National Assembly is a creation of the villa. So as you speak now, National Assembly is a department, is an appendage of the villa.
Not a separate, independent.
You just heard that. You just heard what they said, that they will not impeach him. They will not. He's not going anywhere, despite the array, the magnitude of insecurity in the country today, despite the gross display of incompetence by this government. When last did you see your president supervising projects, commissioning projects, or visiting here and there? When last did he leave the villa?
Yeah, I've seen him commission virtually a lot of projects.
But we are not virtual human beings. Exactly. We are physical human beings. This program is not virtual. I'm talking to you. So we are not spiritual. We are not celestial. We are physical human beings. And Boko Haram are physical people. It's not a spiritual battle. Unfortunately, morally, medically, spiritually, politically, the president have failed. And there is no other door to drop all this, because he swore, had the Quran on his left hand, had the Constitution of the Federal Republic on his right hand, and he promised to defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And chapter 2 of that Constitution is the most potent part of that Constitution that says that the security and the welfare of the people shall be the primary occupation of government.
You raised some issues about our foreign debt, that our national debt, I moved from about 10 trillion when PDP was in power to almost 33 trillion. And your party is concerned that if we don't put an end, in fact, part of your demand is that we should stop forthwith further borrowings.
APC is what Yoruba people call Omoni Nokuno. Omoni Nokuno is a prodigal child. With the level of debt they are accumulating, we are in a catastrophic situation in this country. And they have not stopped borrowing. But the worst is that if you are borrowing for development, if you are borrowing for infrastructural growth, we can understand. But they are borrowing for consumption. They are borrowing for recurrent. Only an irresponsible father will take a loan to buy champagne. And that is what we are doing in this country. We are in a very
buy champagne.
Very dangerous.
I've not seen any of that.
I'm speaking is a figure of speech.
Okay.
I'm saying that we are borrowing for consumption.
Okay.
Show me all these borrowings all over the years. What tangible thing have come out of it? And the ones we are doing with China, a project that will cost 10 million naira. You go and say China is bringing, China will look at it, assess it, and say it's 100 million. That's what is happening. Nigeria will sign, say you Nigeria bring 10 million as counterpart your funding. And that 10 million Nigeria is bringing is what is enough to do the job.
Now,
then you will now hold them.
This is a huge allegation.
It's not a huge allegation, and I can buttress it. I can prove it. Because the same China is operating in some other African countries, carrying out different projects, including rail transport business. And we can do a comparative analysis of what those countries are paying and what Nigeria is paying.
But they're different environments.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rail is rail. Those people even have a more complicated texture of soil than even Nigeria. So the whole thing is fraud. Instead of having democracy in this country as government of the people, by the people, and for the people, in this APC government, what we have is greediocracy. Government of the greedy, by the greedy, and for the greedy. For example, look at my state. Kidnapping every day. I was on TV the other day, I saw my governor told a compound lie that the kidnap of one of the local government chairmen did not happen in Kogi State. Something that happened in Kogi State. My own colleague, Senator Clifford Odia, was coming all the way from Edo. Within a space of 1 hour in Kogi State, he got attacked twice. Even with his mobile policemen around him. 3 of them were hospitalized. He got attacked between Okene and Lokoja. He got attacked again between Lokoja and Abaji. On the same trip. That's to tell you the magnitude of insecurity we have in this country today. And people are afraid. I don't know why. People cannot speak. I don't know why.
Now, if you're concerned with borrowings and you want it to end, what about ways and means principle the central bank is using?
You cannot give.
That's the printing of currency.
Let me tell you,
a concern
the problem why we will continue to borrow, this government rather will continue to borrow, is that you cannot give what you don't have. In the whole of Buhari's government, from Security and Exchange Commission to CBN to Ministry of Finance to what's it called, budget and planning, all the financial sector of his government, there's no single economist.
I
challenge you.
Yeah,
there is no single economist heading any of them.
The head of budget office.
I'm saying that there is no single. I'm talking on a live TV, and I am open to reaction.
We'll find out.
I'm telling you that there is no single economist. Once you give carpentry job to a tailor, he will not perform.
I mentioned Akabo as the head of budget office.
I'm talking of management of the economic structures of the country.
The budget office is critical to it.
That is not answerable to a minister. It's answerable to a minister. I'm talking of the man whose box top on the table.
Who verified that?
Verify that.
Who verified the status or the academic background of the Minister of Finance?
Go and confirm. Confirm. There's no economist among them.
Okay.
And automatically you cannot expect miracles to happen when you are operating a government of Zoom.
Okay.
By Zoom and for Zoom.
Let's take a break. When we come, Zainab Ahmed, she read accountancy. Is there a link between them? Can accountant function as economists?
No, at all. Accounting is
numbers,
just credit and debit.
That's right.
Economists deals with development of mankind, and it deals with macro and micro of the economics. So it deals with developmental pattern and policy formulation and implementation for an economy.
Okay.
What we need in this country.
We are trying to get the profile of the head of budget office, which is also critical to.
You may have to wait till after. You may have to search till after rapture When I said there is no single economist in this government, I meant what I said.
But
even the National Economic Council is being chaired by a lawyer, the vice president. So you cannot be talking about, what I'm saying is that from the foundation of this government, there's insincerity of purpose, of heart and commitment. Like I said, you cannot give what you don't have. There is no agenda to rescue this country. This government came and it has been reduction, deploration, reduction, and it's all intertwined. This economic situation, this unemployment, have a negative resultant and concomitant effect on insecurity. Unfortunately, we expected that the president, who was a general in the Nigerian army, will have the capacity to tame this government. But the behavior has been like a Boy Scout. I mean, the same Nigerian army that went to Sierra Leone, that went to Mali, that went to Liberia, the same Nigerian army that did well with the United Nations are the same people behaving today like Boy Scouts. It all boils down to the body language of the CNC, who is supposed to show some level of capacity. We need a president that knows what time it is in the world today. We need a president that knows what's up. We need a president that understands global politics and global economy. We need a president who will sit down and put square pegs in square holes. But in this country, with the way things are being run, automatically, we cannot, the president should just excuse Nigerians. We cannot continue like this. And we have to say it the way it is, not minding who's all this guard. Nigerians must come out through civil means and react to this level of insecurity. Look at children being killed, kidnapping everywhere, insecurity everywhere, and there's if there is job.
Just over last few days, the president held continuous for several days meetings with the National Security Council. Does it not suggest
it has been like that over
a president who is committed towards having a firm grip of
it has been like that over 5 years? And once they finish the meeting, somebody come and address the media in front of the villa, president. That is, for me, it has become a pattern. It has become a routine. What is the effect of those meetings? We are not seeing it. It took fire and brimstone. The president reinforced failure when the service chiefs failed in this country. When a coach fielded a particular players for 20 matches and there's no goal, and you continue to field the same player, then automatically you are sick. You are not okay. Then you are reinforcing failure in the words of Olusegun Obasanjo. We must move from this dead application of power by the APC. But I'm not surprised because it's not a political party. It's not a political party. You were
with them for a long time.
Yeah, not for a long time. Once I was blind, now I can see. All things have passed away. I cannot continue to be in an NGO because as I speak to you, APC have no elected national executive officers. So they are not a political party. APC cannot hold convention. They postponed their convention twice. They've extended the life of the caretaker committee. Caretaker committee is alien to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and even the Constitution of APC itself.
But the PDP also had a caretaker committee at some point.
In 6 years, APC, they do not have a board of trustee. They've not held one board of trustee meeting in 6 years. And these are the
I thought they reconstituted and named it Board of Elders and they were trying to but for the PDP also held for years interim caretaker committee.
Yeah, this is the area where I'm not really interested in when they start talking politics. We're talking about realities of it. The reality is that Muhammadu Buhari is dead. Nigeria does not have a president. And if they think that this killing is going to stop, it's impossible. It's not going to stop. Because the people there, they know. The people that know that the man is, they know. I'm even surprised they are retiring some people and they are not talking. Anyway, when you have taken enough just when they remove you, just go there and start taking care of Mama Kichi and Omas. That's what it is. And that's exactly what is going on. These people, it's not going to work. I'm so sad. It's sad because Muhammad Buhari has a family. He has children. Yusuf Mohammed. These are people running around and they are drawing your father's memory to the grave. Because, all these things that he's doing on death, the man is dead. All these things that are happening, they are calling his name left, right, and center. Giving him that name because that's going to go into history. that Muhammad Buhari was this bad, but the man had died. He's not such a great man, but Onwugo, he died, and they should let him rest. Nigerians should wake up to their responsibilities and come out and speak the truth. The Olu Obasanjo and the rest of them. These people, I don't know what people like Obasanjo, I don't really know what they want. I asked myself, this is the man, is old, he's almost going to the grave, because people that get older, he will know how many of his colleagues that have died. He is still there. I'm not saying that he's going to die before everybody else, but the truth is, the time is now for him to come out and tell the world the truth. You don't carry this thing to your ego. What is the meaning of what you're doing? It's not just him alone. There are many, many of them. Many that started making the likes of Ojos or Carlo. I've always heard he's been a rich person from when he was born. I don't know. Nothing to do with him. But I'm only saying that if they can be lying and lying and lying, and every day they keep lying. Because once a philosopher once said that for you to be a good person, you have to treat every single day as if it's your last day on earth. That means something. If you can stop hiding these things, carrying this load in your head, because you might go to bed today and don't come out tomorrow. And you know what? You'll be going straight to hell, because if there is something like that, I don't know about hell and heaven, but I know that there is this percussion for everything. Nothing, you cannot just do things and get away with it. If they think that Nigeria is going to change and become glorious tomorrow, why are we fooling ourselves? The article that my friend wrote, that I think I could have even brought that article to read. I read it. I wasn't very angry with him, but I was angry the fact that if you don't have enough facts about things, please don't write them. Don't write them because you think you're such a great writer and people are reading what you're writing. No, when you make sense, we know. When you don't make sense, like I said before, I've stopped making comments on Facebook. I stopped it, not because if I see anything good, maybe somebody says something, I might, okay, that this person is making sense. But when people say, I have seen Biafra and it is not funny, what's that? What kind of language is that? The Biafra you saw was the same Biafra that people like me saw. People like me fought on it. People like me got injured in that war. But I'm still struggling to do what I'm doing. I'm not doing it for me or for you, because we're in the same cycle. Age-wise, I might be older, yes. But the truth is, the point I'm trying to make is, when you make it, when you cry, you want to, scare people. It's scaremongering. That's what I call it. If you have a solution to our impending problem, please give us the solution, because it's easy to blame, apportion fear. Oh, I was there, I saw it was not funny, I had kwashoko, and the rest of it. Yes, that is the truth. There's no doubt about it. But are you not still having kwashoko today? Some of us have grown. We have, we are better placed. We have areas where we are excel. But look back and go back to the suburbs and see the children that were your age at the time that this former Biafra came in. They are in the same situation that you were at that time. So why do you think it should be like that? Ojukwu was not forced into war. Ojukwu was forced into war. Ojukwu didn't wake up and wanted. Ojukwu had a good life. I'm telling you the truth. His father, Amamu, when I was small, somebody would go to look at his home where he lives, and one day with a beautiful house, and for the house, the standard at that time, we knew him as one of the richest people, if not the richest, in Nigeria at the time. Nigerian government took his car. It says Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce in those days, it was like, they call him Sir Louis Odumegwu Sir. His son he took him. So what has Emeka Ojukwu not seen? Was he really looking for fame? Was he really looking for money? What was he looking for? He wasn't part of the coup. We all know that. But fortunately, the coup took him there, and they made him the governor. And you think, what else? What really do you think he wanted that will make you think that he went to war because he wanted something? He was forced to it. He was forced to it. I was, like I said, I wasn't very old at the time, but at least I knew what was going on. I saw the way people came back from the north. I used my father as an example. My parents, my father is just my father, was living in Yola. And my mother refused to go to Yola, actually, a civil servant. He was transferred. My mother said, hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here with my children. You go there. Fortunately for him, he came back alive with the bedroom slippers that he took from a dead person, one green and the other one red. A civil servant that went out came back empty-handed with nothing. No, not even a plastic bag. The same thing is going on today. It has not changed. So when somebody goes out there and say we are breeding war, what war? Where are you to talk about war? Did you go to the north to fight the Fulani? No. You are in your home and then your bush is killing your mothers and your sisters, raping your sisters. Come on, guys. What do you call war? When people say things like this, it is very annoying. Like I said before, if you don't know what to write, please don't. Silence is better. You can say maybe you are sick now. There's somebody in my community. When they are talking, he says, he's not saying anything, and they ask him, he says, that is the right ear. He doesn't hear anything. But at the moment you start talking about Nebu Nefia, Ano and Ayeke, then he'll say, oh, that's what he hears. So if you are out there and you're such a coward, maybe you're getting something from the government. We know. You want to keep, I have a friend, like I said before, I have them all over the place. I have a personal friend, a very close brother, somebody I call brother. He's like me and him, we are the same. He's working in Obiano's government. He's an advisor to Obiano. He's very close to government. He stopped calling me, stopped talking to me because I'm agitating for freedom. But he has the right to do it. He's still my friend. It doesn't matter to me. That's the way he chose. That's the line that he chose. He's doing it. He's making his money, taking care of his family. But I know that deep down in his consciousness, deep down inside of him, he knows there is something not right. So he cannot come in and condemn what we are doing. Don't come and condemn just stay away from it. Don't say anything. Just go and take care of. If the government is giving you contract here and there, you're succeeding, fine. God bless you. It's not a problem. But let us not think that we are going to keep quiet because we are afraid of war. I don't know who stops drinking Panadol because you had headache last year. You drank Panadol and then the headache came back the year after. You say, no, I'm not going to drink this Panadol because I drank it yesterday. You went to war. The reason why they went to war, eventually the problem is still there. Even worse. Even worse. And you're discouraging people, oh, I've seen Biafra, it's not funny. No, that's not, I don't find that funny. You don't write things like that. Because what I'm saying is that for me, Ike Peters, I am here. I cannot stop doing what I'm doing. I'll keep doing it. I did it before and I'm still doing it today and I'll do it forever as long as I breathe. Biafra is the thing that I think that will save us. Biafra is the division that will I know it's not going to be sweet in the first couple of years, but do you know something? By the time, quote me, by the time we've spent 20, 30 years and these children have spent 30 years in their lifetime, because most of us won't be there, at least things will start taking shape. It's amazing when you come to this country, you see the way children are born. When they go to school at very early age, you're taking them out to school in the morning, they know that they have to stand on the line. They have to be orderly. That is what we don't have there. And all those things are the beginning of wisdom. That's the beginning of sanity. Orderliness. You have to be responsible for anything you do. You start teaching it to them. That's why I'm saying that those of us who are older, that came out of the thing called Nigeria, we're all crystallized. We're all like block of ice. And for you to make us, to reshape our minds, you have to discrystallize us. Bring us back to water so they can create us the way we're going to be. That's what Biafra is all about. We are saying, give us the chance to create these children, to create a nation where people are actually free. Where our children will come up and have a say, have something, and people will be because they will be running their government. I and most of us will not be there at the time. When they start having that discipline from the beginning, and people are saying, oh, Nigeria can be, how can you fix it? You cannot. You cannot bend a dry tree now. It's going to crack. Nigeria is like rigid. You cannot change it. You can't reshape it. The only way you can reshape it is that you demolish it completely, excavate it from the floor, and build a new nation where people will be like human beings. Over there, you're wasting your time. From year to year, it's the same story. A dream killer. Take any business there, Nigeria will swallow it. I'm telling you honestly. And those who are doing business successfully in Nigeria, let them come and tell me the honest truth that they are doing this business because they are more smarter. No, because they are cutting corners here and there. Is it supposed to be that way? Is it supposed to be that way? You're cutting corners, you're doing illegal things here and there. How many of you pay taxes to government? How many? The roads are not built, you don't pay taxes, you don't have water, because you know even when you pay you can cut corners. I am telling you, I have seen it. I've never seen anything like that. I went back to the zoo, to Biafra land in Aba. I set up a recording studio. The people will come to my office, the local government. You give them money, they walk away. They put the money in their pockets. And I'm shaking. I said, this is unbelievable. Those of us who left, I left the zoo to this country long time ago. I was a musician, came here, and I saw the way things work out. And I knew we were in big trouble. We were in trouble in that country, serious trouble. Because you never do anything unless you know somebody. You have to know somebody who will help you out. Oh yes. I remember one time I went to visit a friend, the police college, and the police in Abuja. I had my briefcase. I walked in, and you know what the guy told me? He's a big shot in the police. He said, "Please, when you are coming here, don't carry your briefcase. Just put it in the car, because when they see you carrying briefcase, they think you are coming here to bribe people." Is that what you call a country? A briefcase with documents in it. Nobody puts money in briefcase. But the man said, when you carry the briefcase, there are many of them stretching their neck. And when you come into my office, it's like you're coming there to give me something. Because the country is rotten. We don't need society like that. That is why we want a change. A change that will give everybody life. We are doing what we are doing. I tell them, most of us here in the United States, for instance, if we want to forget about the zoo and stay here and grow here and die here, we don't have a problem. Believe me, we don't. We don't. But you over there, all we are doing is to make sure that the generations yet unborn. Take very good example. Look at the families of the people that were saying they were very rich. We were revering them at the time we were small. And now they are all gone. Look at their families. Are they really? Because Nigeria is a dream killer. Nigeria's wealth is like blue. You know balloon? When you blow the balloon is so fat. Just a little pin. Just touch it. Boom. You look for the balloon, you won't see the wealth is gone. That's what the zoo is all about. I don't blame anybody. The blame that I put in is that we were given a name by a prostitute, and there's no way we're going to. After all, church, they will give me a new name. We are created by somebody who came from somewhere and created us. Now we are saying, let us go back to what we were before you came. And somebody is saying, it's going to be the same thing. What makes you think it's going to be the same thing? What makes you think that if we have a local government who is from our area, and it says a chairman there that is building 1 year, 1 block, all of a sudden he starts building a house, 6 houses, because he's a chairman for 3 months. You think we're going to keep quiet? Of course we're not. Obviously, he's going to answer some questions. But when you are in a society where all he needs to do is bribe those at the center, go there. If they're supposed to give him 50 million, they give him like 20 million, then he will sign for 50. Where the other one, nata. Then he will come in, and you think he's going to use that one to build a society for you? Come on. Mban. Somebody will say, "Oh, turn, it's our turn." Don't even ever go there. Don't talk about it, because it's our turn. Those who are hardworking, that are trying, that start from the scratch, if there is nothing else they can do, they will be able to stifle your business, to make sure that you don't raise your head. Nobody is saying that you should go and give, especially our people. Nobody is going to say, go and give him money so that government can give him loan. No. Even when you go to take the loan in the bank, you are in problem, serious problem. Because there is no light for you to do the business. There are no routes for you for business to survive. There's no drinking water. There's nothing. The little things that the government is supposed to do to make you be able to raise the money to run your business is not there. They carry the whole business, they give it to one person in the north and use him in laundering money. He sells from toothpick to hairbrush to nail cutter to mascara to that is everything is him. If you try to do it, they will suppress you. They make sure that they stifle you. Great to see Beto. He's supposed to be a cement merchant, isn't it? So what is going on with him? Tell me exactly how people like that their business can strive. When you are in an environment where you are not enabled, the government is not enabling you. You have to wash somebody's hand. You have to go out there and kiss somebody's ass to do what is legitimate, to run your business. These are all the ills. These are the ills in the society that we are sick and we the old people are sick and tired of it. And we don't want to leave this legacy for our children. We want to make sure that by the time we are gone, they will not point at us and say, it was your fault, like we're talking about our fathers. But I'm saying our fathers too, they did their best. They did their best, honestly speaking. Because I don't think that most of us just didn't start seeing this. We started, maybe when we're younger, you will not be able to notice this thing because somebody was caring for you. But when you start caring for other people, that's when you will know. Nigeria is such a complicated place that the only solution, whatever anybody might like to say, that is your problem. Most of you just say these things because you want to be relevant. You want people to listen to you because you think you can talk. I don't like politics. I don't know what they call politics. What you call politics, you say, I don't like politics, is when you talk about what people are saying. Because other people are saying we don't like politics, you want to jump into it. You have no idea of what politics is. Absolutely no idea. Believe me sincerely. Either because of jealousy or because, I don't know what, I wouldn't even say it's jealousy. Because originally I used to think they are jealous. But now I'm beginning to see that they are foolish. When they are killing you and you're dying every day in your thousands, it's not jealousy anymore. Honestly, it's foolishness. You're just dumb. Dumb is a better word. Believe me, I don't know. A country being run by a video president, by proxy. Nobody is a president. For how long now? Somebody yesterday told me categorically when I said, but he said, I know Buhari is dead. I never believed it, but I believe it now. But then, what difference has it made to us? I said, you see? So we don't care. Because Nigerians are just the way they are. If you don't give them light, they buy a generator. If there is no water, they dig a borehole. So they don't really care. But the point is that it's not everybody. For them, I think it's a thing of pride. They have a generator they call, I better pass my neighbor. In other words, if you have that tiny little generator that makes noise and keeps you awake at night, nobody sleeps. For you, the pride is that your neighbor doesn't have it. So I better pass my neighbor. Let us be real. Biafra is our thing. Anybody who thinks there's an otherwise thing that he knows how to do, forget about it. When they start crying war, you are already at war. It's simple and straightforward. When you can't have 3 square meals a day, it is war. When you don't have water to drink, it is war. When you cannot go to the hospital and get a medical attention, it is war. When a pregnant woman can be left, doctors will watch a pregnant woman die because she doesn't have money to pay for cesarean operation, it is war. So anybody who is talking about war, trying to bring war to us, is very foolish. He is absolutely foolish. He's just talking because he wants to talk. He just wants to talk because other people are talking. He has simply no idea what he's doing. Your body is at war every day. The viruses that are trying to kill you, they are in there fighting you, and your body is fighting back. Is that not war? Is that not war? You think that war is only when it comes physically? The Fulanis are in your bushes. trying to kill people, our children in Biafra land. Our so-called governors, they are just there fooling themselves. Yesterday, somebody was saying, Nnamdi Kanu is too proud. Why don't you go to them? You are foolish. You're foolish. You're talking nonsense. Why would he go to them? Has he not gone to them? Because when we want to speak, we should think. This is a man who started. He went to World Igbo Congress. He spoke about the same thing. Give me arms. The thing is there. It's all over YouTube. And they called him foolish. They called him, they look at him, Nedeanya. He went to jail, he came back, he formed the BSS. The same security. People made caricature of it. He wants people to be bound down for him. Okay. He kept quiet. All the states are creating, Amoteko came out. Other people are creating their own security. Even the North. It's Hizbab or whatever they call them. They have their own Dandoka police. Because I used to hear that word from my dad in those days. Dandoka police. That's their own security. Now he formed East Security Network. Eastern Security Network, ESN. And what did you do? Oh, he has no right to form it. Oh, he didn't take permission. Oh, he should form it as... Oh no, you people are damn foolish. I am telling you the truth. Now, during his broadcast, we learned, because we didn't know, that he even wrote a letter to you governors. You didn't respond. And the man has come out to save his people. He has the love of his people. The only leader Anyingwe in Igbo land is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No matter what you say. He wrote this letter and they ignored it. Now ESN came up. Everybody is panicking. As soon as they went to Owerri, to the police to release 1,800 people, that wasn't even done by ESN. Because IPOB said we didn't do it. All of them are panicking. They are launching Ibubago and Ibubatoro and Ibubengwere and all the rest of them. What is wrong with you guys? Chineke biko, just take this curse away because it's a curse. This is a curse, I'm telling you honestly. Stupid pride that has no meaning. And somebody who people you think that they know. I don't go into these arguments with people because sometimes it drives me nuts. I want to keep people that I call my friends and hold them in the level that I think they are. But when you start talking to some of them, you discover that you always had an idiot as a friend. Somebody who has no brain at all. Because the moment you start being jealous, when you have agenda in your mind, you never see the truth again in whatever anybody's doing. A man came out, was looking for this same thing that he has done. Finally created an ESN. That's when you people start rising up. You line up vehicles overnight. Okay, if you had these things before, why didn't you launch them? You're waiting for him to come up. Then you waste that money because it's a waste. Who are you going to protect? Go and get them together. Or you go to Dawasia. You are wasting your energy. You're wasting your time. What is wrong with, you see, Nabiko? At least we are wrong. We were wrong. You are right. How do you want us to handle this situation? Because our children, our families are dying. No. All you want to do is show off force. Show off ego. I can launch it. He doesn't have money to sustain them. You are playing with the lives of your own people. You are playing with the lives of your people. These governors, whoever they are, I'm not talking about Ohaneze and Igbo because those ones are just nonsense. Because I know that when I went to school, they used to have something they call People's Club. I know some of my classmates who were in school with a scholarship from People's Club scholarship. They were going to school. They were in high school. Ohaneze and Igbo, since I started hearing them, where is their office? Where do they really? When you ask them what is the essence, they say, when you die, they'll give your wife money. I have insurance. Insurance today. Why do I need to join Ohaneze and Igbo? Because when I die, I'll be buried. My brother, forget about it. If you don't want to bury you are useless and hopeless. when things will happen and you cannot open your mouth and say anything and condemn it politically because you are afraid. You cannot be afraid and join organizations like that. The same thing I talk to journalists about. The journalists, they are so afraid of what will happen to them that when they see the truth, they're not way around. Because even if you listen to Dino Melaye's broadcast, the journalist there was trying to be very cautious, actually, because anyway, I'm not saying that he should come out openly and attack. No, he should not. But what he is doing is the right thing that he's doing. At least he wants to exonerate himself from what Dino Melaye is saying. It's okay to do that. But the point I'm trying to make is that you have to understand that Biafra is our only way out. Biafra is our only way out. Oduduwa is the way out. Arewa is the way out. Everybody should go his separate ways. Then we can come back together and decide to create something that's okay, that's left for us. And for our Olusegun Obasanjo, who said, if I may quote him, that if Nigeria breaks up, the minorities are going to suffer. And I asked the question, who are minorities? Minorities where? Is it the Igbo man that is a minority in his own home? The Ijaw man has his own nation. Is he a minority among the Ijaw people or among the entire eastern region? I don't know what minority means. The only thing we have to say to that is this. If Biafra breaks away, the minorities will make a choice. Whoever you call minority, because I don't know anything called minority, but let us assume that there are people you call minority, they will decide on where they want to go. It's very simple. It's as simple as that. You can't just go there and say minorities will suffer. It's vague language. They will not suffer. I have an article here I want to read. Somebody wrote something that's very interesting. Say, kindly inform our people. Okay, this Fulani herdsmen carnage in Anambra State. There's carnage going on by Fulani herdsmen in Anambra State. The governor of Anambra State, for instance, we're not even hearing him anymore. He's like he went underground and he's not speaking. He's not saying anything anymore. Let me read this article before I go to open up the line for our normal conversation. It says here the Fulanis are planning to attack Anambra State. They have recalled their people and their cows home. The mighty Allah is threatening hell and brimstone on Anambra because a Fulani family was killed by some aggrieved people. People have expressed disgust at the people who killed even women and children. Let me open the Anambra Kanga worm to the whole world. Anambra has been in the clutches of the Fulani herdsmen for years now. They kidnap, maim, and kill without anybody asking these devils questions. It is so bad that the governor, Willie Obiano, cannot do anything. He is afraid of these people. Stories had it that he was nearly physically beaten by the Fulani youth leader right inside Agu Oka. The governor is threatened out of his pants. Some of the Anambra traditional rulers did not help matters. Their greed made them sell their people for peanuts to the killer herdsmen. They collect levies from them for habitating in the forests. The Fulani herdsmen, equipped with sophisticated weapons, have been into kidnapping and ransom of Anambra indigents since Obiano tenure, but the governor kept suppressing the news of their evil activities until they added rape and killings to their evil agenda. Then they started selling human organs. The Fulani herdsmen kill and harvest the organs of Anambra indigents after collecting ransom. The government and the people are aware of these hideous crimes, but their hands are tied. Why? The federal government threatened the governor with EFCC should he react to the Fulani activities, and the governor threatened the traditional rulers with dethronement if they react. If you doubt the authenticity of this write-up, investigate the cases I will list below. The President General of Oma was kidnapped and killed by Fulani herdsmen for daring to protect his people. His corpse was dissected and organs taken. On the course of looking for kidnapped PG, more than 300 skeletons were found in the forest surrounding Oma, Omasi, Achala, Amanduke, and Ivite, Ugwari. This interesting story. This is funny. It's not funny at all. These are able-bodied Anambra indigents killed horribly in their own soil. Once more, please investigate this. The most gruesome is the suffering of Anambra women who were kidnapped. Miss Nkiru, a bank worker, was kidnapped along Aguleri, Ibariam Road by herdsmen. She was raped severely by these dirty devils. She is still undergoing series of surgery to mend her private parts. This is after paying ransom to these Fulani devils. 3 women from my community, Ihite Ogwari, committed suicide after their release because they were rotting away. The wife of a notable man in Amanuke was brutally murdered at Amanuke Junction by Fulani killer herdsmen. Countless farmers, both men and women, have been kidnapped in their farms and raped for weeks. These accursed people sodomize and rape men at will. Anambra indigents have been continually abducted and murdered in this manner, and the governor kept sniffing the news of the activities of these demons from hell. His attitude made these horrible devils to gain so much ground in the state. People don't go to farms anymore. The roads are not safe. The homes are not safe either. The incident at Aukozo that has drawn so much outrage was a fallout from the kidnapping and murder of 2 women 2 weeks ago. Some youths summoned up courage and approached the Sariki Fulani. Among them was a young man very fluent in Fulfude. He had hoped to dialogue with the Fulani chieftain, who everybody erroneously believed was the good Fulani. As the villagers were approaching, he passed a comment that sent chills down the young man's spine. He said, "Where are these infidels going?" After their complaint, the Sariki called 2 Fulani men and asked them why they butchered the woman. One of them said, "The woman have big buttocks." They simply made fun of the indigenous of Fulfude and fun of the indigenous of Fulfude. The children of the murdered woman came to bury their mothers. One of them physically fought and killed one of the Fulani killers and 2 others. The other Fulani killer headsman is the one killed with his family, one who killed his family. This man was also reputed to be a vicious Fulani kidnap kingpin who have wreaked havoc on Anambrians. The Fulani community is Anambra Akalos. The Fulani communities The Fulani community in Anambra Akalos. They are enraged not because of the family killed, but because someone challenged their authority. Anambra, arise. Arm yourself to defend your household. Defend your land, defend your heritage. Defend your daughters, defend your lives. Don't be caught unaware. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. The governor has been compromised. Some of the traditional rulers have been compromised. The police will help the killer Fulani herdsmen. Get up, men. Get up, women. Get up, young men. Get ready. This is a warning. It's an interesting article. I read it, so I think I should share it with you. We are not safe in our home. The only way we can do is to defend ourselves. Do not hope on your leaders because they are not going to do anything for you. You can see the joke they are making out of our ESN, out of our leaders' good mind to create a dynamic defense team that will help us. They are now making a fool of it. And one more time before I go, there's this argument. They call it anyway. I wouldn't have time to do that. Let's leave it for another day. I wanted to air something that some clips that I have here that is very interesting, but I don't want to go into it because we don't have enough time. We have to speak. We have to have our conversation. I want to give you time to think about what we just spoken about and be able to discuss it. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. As you're talking, we can still be reading once in a while, saying things. Yesterday, unfortunately, there was a disappointment on the fundraising that was supposed to be in Maryland. There was a technical issue that made them have to put it off. They have not given me a new date yet. But when I hear from them, I'll be able to announce the date on which it has been put off. So something went very, 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 very wrong. I was quite prepared for it. And there was an issue with the Zoom. You couldn't log in, and a lot of people had the same problem. But they eventually had to terminate it and put it for another day. This is Radio Biafra. The number here is 646-920-4541. You can call us at 845-344-7984. We are also on Principal Officer's Line +1 929-406-9953. So far, so good. We are also on Skype. We are also on Signal 845-283-9665. Don't forget to support our ESN. It's very, very important that you make your donations, contributions. And our leader comes on air today, actually. So we're going to listen to our leader at 7 p.m. Biafra land time. He's going to be on air. So make sure that you tune in to be able to get more information on issues that are bound with us. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let's take our calls. When you're ready, call us.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
Ikonso la dudo. Ikonso.
As we continue to learn the very great and balanced giver, Ikonso, which means the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
Aganula ni kwanye kini kani mere ndi uwa.
Ikonso, Biafran warrior. Ikonso, freedom fighter man. Ikonso is our hero. Ikonso in a resting at the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Ikonso, you will live on. Ikonso, Ikonso, you are a hero. Ikonso,
Okike Bahade.
Ikonso.
Truly avenged, because it is appointed unto man to die only but once. It is the way you die that matters. It is the way you exit the stage that matters.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
Ebani no nechebe kasi no dogwana. you left us, but you live on. No bogo, Nante Kuala Biafra, Njinji Jireji, Ala Juroye, Iya Nurta, ESN Commander, Umunde Rayanye, Konsa you are innocent, you offended nobody, but they choose to kill you.
For you,
you offended nobody, but they choose to kill you. We revenge now.
There will be no mercy. There will be no mercy, I'm telling you that because no, let that heaven fall. That will not perish. It is the will and the vision of Most High in the evening.
Because your death will be remembered.
Because you are a hero.
As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world mourns you too.
It truly pains my heart that you are no more.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart that you are no more. Continue fighting.
You are a hero.
Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get Biafra reincarnate soon.
And the council will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect, and we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them.
This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We are taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, plus 1929-406-9953. We listen to what Dilo Menaye said and the comments that were passed on that. That is to tell the people that we are taking our freedom in our hands. There's nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. Let's see. I have a first caller here today. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much, Mazi Iyke, and good afternoon from here. I want to greet you, especially Mazi Iyke, for your good work, and I want to appreciate the Biafran family worldwide and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, am I coming out?
Yes, you're coming out live and clear. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You're talking to the world. You're okay. Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you. Can you hear me? Your line is very clear. I don't know why you're not hearing me.
Hello, Mazi.
Yes. Your line is clear. I can hear you.
Mazi.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you, Mazi, because before I think the call was muted.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, Mazi. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy, Mazi. Mazi, before I comment on your analysis this afternoon from here, let me first of all call out our number to support ESN for Biafrans in Italy. This number is from the IPOB national body, signed by the IPOB national coordinator Italy, and it's for Biafrans, rest of Biafrans, and lovers of our freedom, and those who wish us well. Please to call this number if you are in Italy to support ESN. And the numbers are +39 35 100 46055. I repeat the number again, +39 35 100 46055. And this number is for the IPOB National Coordinator in Italy. The second number is +39 35 12 55 1274. I repeat, +39 35 12 55 1274. And this number is for the National PRO IPOB in Italy. Please, any of the number you call will be directed. As long as you're a Biafran and you're in Italy, or you want to support ESN, please do call this number to support us. Mazi, on your program this afternoon from here, I want to just comment about the Anambra issue. You see, I want to tell our people that in Anambra that every village in Anambra must have their own local vigilante. It's very, very important. And I want also, especially those people that are living in areas of much concern, that you have concentration of pipelines, because these people, they operate through pipelines and they normally come at night at wee hours when people are sleeping. So from this moment, our people must not sleep. Our people in Anambra must not sleep. Not even across Biafra land. We must not sleep. You see, you must have vigilante groups and share them and have the necessary connection for an appropriate backup if it goes to that. It's very, very important. And I also encourage the youths of every community that has Fulani in their area in Anambra, across Biafra land, to write to them to leave the land. We cannot be living with people that are savages. I mean, look at what you read. You go into the bush, you see people skeleton. These people, the mother people in Uli, you see the way if we are talking to some people, I don't know if people think it's film, they are acting, or I don't understand. Look at the way they shattered the woman in Uli, and nobody did anything. The government, our governors, they are even the ones encouraging them. The police, they are the police because they are also terrorists. The army, they are the army. So we have to, and how can we continue to live like this in danger, in fear in our own land? It is inappropriate. So I'm advising our people to rise up. The youth Songram must rise up and do the needful. It's very, very important. This is time for action. No more time to talk. There is no more time to talk. Anybody, these people, they think maybe they're using anybody who comes out to support this plan should also be killed, should be treated like them. If you behave like plan, you have people who behave like plan, you treat you like a plan person. Our people must send these people out of our land. It's very, very, very important. We don't want them. These people are savages. We can't live with savages. We are not like that. It's impossible. So that is my own. Our people must rise up. This message is for all Biafrans across the whole Biafra land. Everybody should rise up. There is no time for sleep. There must be guards on our land 24 hours, all areas that, especially those areas that there are pipelines. It's very, very important. Thank you very much, Mazi. This is my submission. Thank you for your good work, Mazi. God bless you.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984 +1 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. Also on Signal. The Signal number is 845-283-9665. Our brother have just said it that the item the people should stay awake, not just only Anambra State, but the entire region, entire Anambra, entire Biafra land, honestly. You should be able to form your local vigilantes. That somebody will come in and run to you and tell you that this is what I have seen. Children, everybody should be made aware that it's not easy anymore for us. I have a call. Good morning. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal, are you there? Well, I don't know what's going on because I picked up the call and caller on Signal. Let's see. Try to see if they're gonna answer. All right, let's see now. Caller on Signal. Good morning. Are you there?
Dr. Agitas, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. You're speaking to a brother Jidera calling from my location, sir. There was Mazi. I come across a video where Dave Omai is saying that the agitation was the Lamani used their war to hijack and infiltrated. When they do election, they want to do the brakatabra. They will tell you that those protesting are protesting the genuine, but criminals hijack it. This one. Now, I want to ask Dave Omai, is Nkosi a criminal? If you say that, some criminals are doing this and doing that and do this, when you people compile to go and just gather to go and kill him, was he a criminal? Are you telling me that those people in Emene just doing prayers and worship there, they are also a criminal? Are you telling me those you killing them all, they're also a criminal? They try to justify whatever rubbish they're doing now as if they're dealing with a criminal element. How you sign an agreement with the zoo government and they came down to say your youth are terrorists and they accepted it. That is certificate to kill alone, because without that it will be difficult for people to come down. You sitting down as a governor and especially a chairman of Eastern Region Governors Forum, and you are sitting there, Python came up to 3-4 times. And these are criminals, all of them. Without that, the Pantami is arguing that you can't try him, he committed offense when he was not this and that. And the Derofai is not telling the entire Igbo, you cannot bully people and come to become president. And the same Erofai, his brothers, you see what you read now. Everybody, Funani. Then the same Erofai, his brothers in the Igbo bush, killing, you see what he said, 2 women commit suicide because they can't take it anymore. The other one is now have to go to surgery for the damage, not by accident of anything, but the same his brother done to the Easterners. All those things are done, but Erofai have to open his mouth. I said, no, you can't look for president by abusing everybody. But Funanis can kill everybody and keep one Nigeria. So now when you listen to these people like Dave Omai talking about criminals, who is exactly the criminal? Injustice have taken over. Judicial killing have taken over. How did he identify who is the criminal? When you want to kill anybody, you just took a gun to gun and kill somebody, and he says, "No, we are doing this because there's some criminal." Then what the relationship between you and those that does not a criminal? Our brother just called now and said that you have to. It's not only Anambra that you must look for vigilante. I can tell you categorically, unless those who don't have a relationship with people in the village, we are paying our teeth here, supporting them in the village. Now, my question to these governors, and especially Dave Omai, is when you say that criminals, and you want to establish vigilante group, you want to start a Bebe Atra and a Bebe Fi, the same youth that you are going to put there, then how do you judge who is a criminal now? Okay, in my own village, and the entire those whom I know closer here, they have been paying they're calling WhatsApp group are setting up, please, we need 5 million, we need 20 million, we 30 million to buy that. The same youth you are calling criminals are the one they are arming to protect them. Against who? The same Fulanis. But the governors will come, instead of them to say exactly what is tormenting the Igbos, no, they will come and still blame the youth. They are asking to protect themselves, criminal. They killed Ghana in Benue State. How many months ago? Now Autumn have come now to say what they armed themselves. Then why did you kill Ghana? If you're gonna take the whole Benue people to arm themselves to defend their land now, that enough is enough, then how many Ghanas have died before Autumn make that this declaration now? Now Erofai is now fighting with Autumn because Autumn said that. I don't know whether Erofai is the governor of Nigeria or is it governor of Katsina or Kaduna. Now, if Dave Umai can go to television everywhere, they're calling the youth criminal. But every village have vigilante group against the Funanis that are coming down. They say you are bringing war. We know when they mean by war. They because they knew they are not safe when whatever happened, because they are the target. Because the people that have already grounded in the ground, when they stand up, they will be looking for who push them down. So we finally have intimidated them. You see what you read, and you see hear what other commentary saying that there is a certain day a Funani boy, a youth Funani in Anambra said, challenge Obiano in front of everybody there. Okay, now if a Fulani man can bold enough to challenge a sitting governor of Anambra State, then that they have all of them. You see, our leader always say they go there to remove their boxers, and so these people have surrendered to Fulani. So the fear they have, they want to pass it to the youth, so that we cannot stand up and do anything. Even when you want to send money, remember now what they say, no, don't give anybody, keep your money. We will sort out the problem. We will do this. He said it on interview, on television. No, those people contributing in abroad, don't do anything. We will sort it out here. Today, what is going on? When Obasanjo said that majority, I was expected to make a comment on that level. This person is not talking about also, when he say, when the Nigeria disintegrate, that what do you call it? The minority will suffer. Yeah. They are the minority. When you look at people keeping Nigeria where they are now, is minority. Number one, minority are the one ruling Nigeria. From presidency, the House of Assembly, look at the leaders, look at those who hold in the top position. From army chief, is not from France. Then look at the millionaires they have, look at the politicians. Those who ruling, those not only 4 governors have in the East. When you talk of Biafra, it's about 11 of them or so. So then, how many, after 70 to 80 million people, you have only 11 people tormenting us. With all the other Chongolo goes are following them. You maybe just count all of them, all the civil servants, add up to 2 million. Now, when you look at the Yorubas, the leader took out Tulumbu's house leakers and the rest of them, how many are there? They are the minority. He's afraid. He's saying, when this thing happens, we are the one going to suffer. Not that he's talking about the masses. Exactly. As you just say, is it a person from Ogoli gonna come and complain where he have his own kingdom? Is it an Igbo man gonna come? So no, the when the person just said that, that was what he's referring to. That we the minority will suffer. These people will come after us. That's exactly what that man is saying. He's not talking about the ordinary person in the ground. Forget that rubbish he's saying there. He's passing a message indirectly. God bless you, Dr. I. Peters.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a good thought. I never even thought about it that way. Yeah, they are the minorities, the politicians. There are few of them that are tormenting everybody. So he's telling us now, if the country disintegrates, you're going to take food out of our mouth. We're going to suffer. That's correct. Absolutely. I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking that he was probably referring to the entire the Igbo man or the Ogoni man or the Rivers man or the Ikwere man and the rest of them. That's the way my mind was going. But I now realize that actually what he said is very correct. They will suffer because they are the minority. The politicians, the men in the House of Senate, the people that are embezzling the country, that are looting the treasures of the country, they are very, very small in number. So they are the ones that are going to suffer because in the sense that when you create a new nation, then they are not going to be able to, how would I put it? They're not going to be able to feed themselves anymore. They're not going to be able to find money to loot because everybody is will be wising up. Okay, we are all migrants. Now, aren't we? Miscreants. That's our leader is tweeting. This looks like an old tweet, but I'll still read it because it's still relevant. He said, only in this British created racist contraption known as the Zoological Republic of Nigeria is asking for your God-given right to self-determination make you a miscreant? Kudos to IPOB for their consistency. In the end, we will always win. That's correct. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one on straight line. Caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Only in the British created.
Turn down your radio, sir. Welcome to the program.
I've done that, sir. Good day. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Simon. I am calling from America, Spain. Just quick one. I know your time is running out. Why I called, thank you for Mazi Chidera, what he said about the minority of the thing, because I said the same thing in Mazi Jonathan's program yesterday, because I have checked, our leader have also asked them, who is the minority? Who are this minority these people are talking about? Is those evil minority that enslave others. Obasanjo talking about the minority. It's almost the same thing they do during the Biafra war. I don't know who is the minority. And when they're calling minority, this is a nation, a clan. People, I don't know how these people, how they reason, but thank you that people that have brain that see things in different ways, that think out of the box. Obasanjo, your days are numbered. Our leader never talked about you the way he talked about you past two brokers. Your days are numbered. Run. If you know how to run, because all the crime we have committed against we Biafra, most especially, have brought you have bring yourself out. Upon all the businesses of Biafra is destroyed. Your days are numbered. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Mazi Iyke.
Biafra. All right, I have another call coming in. Let me take this one on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Ike Peters. This is Ume Opera from New Jersey.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your work for helping us on the line, on the radio. Because of you people or you guys who are on Radio Biafra, then we are more informed, we are more educated, and we are more prepared, getting all the information we need to take action. This morning, I appreciate my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I say, may God keep and bless him. We support him. We pray for him every day, for his courage, for his tenacity, for his intelligence, for his wisdom, and for his resoluteness. I encourage us to keep on moving forward and leading this glorious organization. It is not easy. We are in so many countries with different ideas, but one thing is that we have to focus on Biafra, and he is leading the charge. I listened to your program this morning, and I am highly impressed because of the way you put it. Before the war, all of us were there. We knew what happened. So when the war came, we faced it square. Our young men with bare foot, with bare hands, nothing, was able to fight a war for so many years, 3 years, and they died.
Yes.
The issue wasn't the death. The issue, when you remember those who were coming back from the north, as a teenager, I lived in Enugu, in Artisan, which is Enugu. Yes. My father worked in the railways. I was right there and center when people were coming out from the north, limbs, head cut off, everything was done off to them. And we witnessed all that with all that rage. When we were attacked, our boys went to work by defending our land.
Yes.
They never cared about who's going to die. All they cared was that their leader, draws the line and said, you can't cross this line. And we stayed for 3 good years. So, coming to this time around, when we are here in the US, me and you are here,
yes,
and millions of us in the US, all over the whole world. And we have young men, teenagers, youths, who are up to 50 million in number in Biafra land. Not even those outside. If you check what you have, we have the education, we have the money, we have the technology, we have the science, we have everything we need. And then we'll come out to defend our land, and somebody is saying, I know what Biafra is all about. Oh, that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
It's crazy.
That's nonsense. This time around, and so being it, Chukwuka was able to give us a leader that is going to lead us home. Then some people are backing up. It's very stupidity. So what we have to do now is support ESN, get the money. We have the men. And everything is step by step. This stage where we are right now, we have won the war because the zoo is gone. The remnants of all these people coming to Biafra land, carrying their army and doing that, that is the last lap of Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
Like our leader said, they will kill us and we'll kill them. In the end, Biafra will come.
Yes.
That is where we're going. And look at this. What is happening in the north, in Niger and Abuja, will give us Biafra more faster than you think.
Yes.
And since we have ESN, we have the courage that they will not cross into our land because we have the system to defend it. So all we have to do is to encourage these young men in ESN and women in ESN. Love them, encourage them by telling them that we'll support you all the way.
Yes.
We'll support our leader all the way. With all the money we have, we'll put it together and support these guys, and we will prevail.
Yes.
If you look at what happened at Enugu with even though of all he has done, you can see that Biafrans love their Uru and they'll defend it any day. No matter any person is saying, we will support our own and we will defend our land and we will win because we are stronger. That's what it is. So here in the US, any person, if you are here for so many years and you're thinking of it doesn't concern you, time has come. So Biafra is around the corner. We will hold you responsible and accountable. Don't come and start telling us this. There's no cook and boo story. Everybody who is here outside must be responsible, must answer. What did you do when we were fighting for Biafra?
Yes.
Because Biafra is here. So I very much thank every IPOB member because I am very, very grateful to be a member of IPOB.
Yes.
The best I've ever done in life is to be a member of IPOB. Okay? And by being a member of IPOB, I give it my best everything, working tirelessly. It's a full-time job, but
Yes.
do it. Okay?
Yes.
So this time around, everybody has to put hand on deck. Whatever you have, put the money in, don't care. We'll deny everything this year, don't buy nothing. Anything. All the go and buy 2 or 3 more 3 jeans and 1 sneaker. That's it. Every money for clothes. Yes, sir. Everything you have, yes, sir. Because we want to fortify them with everything they have, they need, and then make sure we go home. Because we're going home. Okay. So I thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate Jonathan. I appreciate Mazi Nnamdi. I appreciate the guy in the Middle East. All of you. Because without Radio Biafra, we could have suffered the same thing like during the war. There was lack of information. Except Okokondem who was doing it. But now, we're all over the whole world. So I appreciate that you guys are on the job and they'll support you. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much. Very elevating and very... I love what you just said. And we are here. We are going to do it to the end. Nobody's going to stop us, honestly. I have a call coming in on the principal officer's line. No, private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Mazi Iyke, good morning. God bless you, Mazi. I thank you so much for all you do. Mazi, your analysis this morning is very, very wonderful. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate your intelligence. Mazi, I want to use the opportunity to appreciate what you do also. But I am my man, Ugo Onyejaka, the national PRO of IPOB. Here in the United States, I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo in Olo. Amibo, home of the Tiger, and Amibo, home of King Jaga of Opobo. Mazi, I thank you also. I thank you once more, Mazi. Yes, Mazi, everything that you have said, that is all the record, everything that you played is so wonderful. I am extremely very happy because it is sinking on our boys. Mazi, 99% of the Biafran youth now know that we are fighting for them.
Yes.
The obstacle that we'll have are the governors and the politicians. But the politicians, they are also with us. But because of the situation where they find themselves, now they are playing game. So the issue there is that we have taken Nigeria, we have taken the situation to the extent that everybody is aware of what is going on now. Go to the middle belt for Governor Autumn to stand up and then give that authority for them to carry gun. You go to Oduduwa, then you see how Igboho now is talking against the regime or the honor of the regime. And as I am just looking at the Facebook, then you see the Redeemed Church in Lagos is on fire. So, a lot of things are going on at the same time. And with the word from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mouth been disintegrated. The only thing we have to do now is just to galvanize ourselves, Biafrans. We have to unite ourselves, no matter whatever it is. We have to just stay as and do the needful. And that is what we are going to do. So the issue there now is that I am calling on all our brothers, all those ones that say that they have money. You are into business. You are an importer. You are a doctor here in United States. You are a nurse here in United States. You are a teacher. You are, an engineer. Whatever, a business guy. all of you that are here, we are fighting. We know that all your hearts are with us. We know that you are fighting with us. But the only thing is that we cannot hear your voice. But the thing is that now you can still get your voice heard by dipping your hand in the pocket. And this is what we are talking about. We are talking about the ESN, the Eastern Security Network. This ESN is the security of the people, by the people, and for the people. And this ESN is a volunteer security. These are the people that doesn't take bribe. What they are doing there is not to save you. What they are doing there is to protect your family, protect all your investment, all the things that you have worked for in America, all the work that you have built in Nigeria. That's what they are protecting. So what we are saying is that you have to do the needful. Put your hand in their pocket and then donate money so that we'll continue doing this job. This job, takes money to do. So please do the needful. And if you want to do it, I will advise you to go to our website, and that our website is www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Thank you, and God bless you, Mazi.
All right, God bless you very much, my brother. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I am going to ask you to stay tuned. I'll take a very short break and I'll be right back with you.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you. Thank you. ESL.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you. Thank you. ESL, thank you. IPOB, thank you. ESL, thank you.
ESN is chasing away criminals in our land, in Biafra land. Yeah.
Before we were truly messed up, but right now we are fully secure.
Words cannot tell how I feel about the things you do if you're wrong. Are you struggling to stand for our rights? We say thank you for protecting Biafra land.
Yeah. You've been fighting so hard, protecting motherland against the Fulanis, enemies of Biafra land.
They are the soldiers that we know, bronze to safeguard and keep us safe.
If it's not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? If not for IPOB, tell me where do I go? If not for ESL, where do we stay? IPOB, thank you.
Thank you, ESN.
Thank you, IPOB.
We say
thank you, ESN.
All right, I'm back again. Let me take a call coming in on private line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. I. Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for taking my call. And very exceptional program this morning. Thanks. As people have noted, it's an exceptional program. There's no doubt about it. And let me thank the guy that spoke before my man, Nejaka. He spoke exactly how I want a Biafran to sound. Because what is going on in our land, everybody should understand it if they haven't understood it yet. Our governors, our political leaders are in the pockets of the Fulani oligarchs. We have said it time and time again. the EFCC was set up as a bulwark or bulldog that will go and catch them, arrest them if they do otherwise. They will not speak for us. They are not working for us. They are not protecting our interests. People should get it in their brain. They will never do anything. They have proven it time and time again. Enugu governor went artisan to demolish what he felt was like a dump site. Only God knows what activity that is going on there. Yesterday, our brother called from United States and said he just got back from home, and what is going on there, only God knows. It's a ammunition dump for the Fulanis. He went there to demolish it. They chased him out. He did not bring the army. He did not bring the helicopter gunship. They simply ran away with the military guard that he had, and that is the end of the story. But also the Mwa in Imo State is bringing military after military to come and kill our people. Yesterday, I saw a beautiful Imo lady. They said stray bullet killed her while she was sitting down in her house. It is unacceptable. We can never, ever, ever get anything from these people. If we continue to look at them, they will kill us with the Fulanis. They have sold their conscience. They have sold their souls to the murderers, Fulani from the Sahel. What we need to do is as simple as this. Take over our states. Take it over. We will not stand. We do not have leaders. We will not survive unless we stand up, take over the state. The people should take over the states. The Fulanis have taken over Niger State and nobody is doing anything about it. They've been driving people away from their homelands and renaming their towns and villages. The people are nothing but staying in IDP camps, and the world knows this. And they don't care. They don't want to do anything about it. The sufferings and the chaos in Africa is to the benefit of the Western world. Know it. You weaken yourselves, you kill all yourselves, they will come in there and simply have easy access to your resources and take it away. And whoever is still standing will bow down to any condition they give him or they send him to the Hague, because they are the ones that cause the carnage. This is the modus operandi of the Western world. They will, if the Fulanis kill you all, they will come over here and take over the resources as they want. If the Fulanis try to raise any voice, they will send all of them to the Hague for genocide. And that will be the end of both the Fulanis and the indigenous people, and the resources will go back to the white man. I'm just telling you this. You should call a spade and say it the way it is. You shouldn't be afraid of anything when you are dying. Go and listen to Dana Mayai. We will not stand there and be looking at these criminal governors that have sold their souls. We should take over power from them. Take over power from them and save our lives and organize ourselves and do what? Defend ourselves. And for those of you, especially in the United States, in diaspora, wherever you are living, and if you are not contributing to the survival of your people, you have no place in Biafra. Period. We are not begging anybody. This is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be. We shouldn't be begging anybody on this radio, this God-given radio. Nobody should be begged. They know what is going on. They cannot deny they're not dumb. They were all educated here. They read the news. They go through the internet. They know our people are at the brink of extinction unless we follow what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. It's as simple as that. My brother, that's all I have to say this morning. Dr. Peters, God bless you.
Thank you, sir. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still here taking calls. Just took a short break and back again. It's number here is 646-920-5485. 4541. Still want to remind you that tonight at 7 p.m. Biafra land time, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be broadcasting live as usual today. So stay tuned and make sure that you remain and listen to him. We're on all the platforms, Instagram, from Instagram to Facebook to IPOB Community Radio, which is very functional at this time. It's been put back in order. And there was a little itch on it, and it's working perfectly well. So you can listen to it. FM stations also are working in most of the cities. Although somebody reported yesterday about, I think, what was Oka or something like that. They've not had. And anytime you don't hear the FM stations, give it a piece. Try to go on Facebook. Try, but whatever way you have, we have so many platforms. And you know something? They are fighting us left, right, and center. They're trying to make sure that the truth that we speak is not dissipated, but we have to speak the truth always. It does not really matter. I have a call. Good morning, caller on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. This is Mazi Sylvester. I'm calling from Minneapolis.
Welcome to the program.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. The world is listening to you, sir. Go ahead.
Am I done with Peters?
Yes, live on Radio Biafra USA 2. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Tell us your story.
Thank you very much for picking my call because from your look at your age when your picture was on the radio, you look elderly as well as me, but your voice is young, like a young boy.
I know.
So let me comment on our passenger's story about the minority. The gentleman who spoke earlier about them being minority was wise. But what I want to say again is that the minority, he killed Zakibiam. The minority, he killed Odi.
Yes.
Minority, they killed Ogoni Sarawa and Obi-Wale, where I was living in Port Harcourt, like you said. I lived in Dubs for more than 40 years.
Oh, okay.
Now, minority. Spiff, the first military governor of River State. You remember him? He never said a word since he left office. Yes. He lives in Amakalakala, in Tomo Brass.
Okay.
I mean, in Tomo Brass, Amakalakala is a former Spiff. So now, it's a shame that Obasanjo cannot say the truth and his people are dying because he stole the oil money and built his water farm, which is supposed to be federal government property. Now it's personal property. So it's a very big shame. But I want to thank you and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I've been listening to Radio Biafra since 2009 when I was living in my old house.
Very good.
Because we used to get up in the 10 o'clock and listen to Radio Biafra when it was under shortwave and all those things. So I must thank our leader and all special officers, ABB member here in America. I love freedom. I love what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. I was 6 years, 1966, when the war started. Like you said, we were 14 years. I was 6 years then.
Yes.
I'd like to give thanks to all the people who are fighting for Biafra freedom. I love freedom. I want to be free. It's a shame that Obiano build an airport and they cannot be international airports, while all the North has airports. It's a shame that all the whole Igbo leaders who say they are leaders, according to them, want to travel to Lagos and Abuja to seek for visa and seek for travel overseas. It's a very big shame. I can't imagine such a thing. Why the whole sources is from the east. They kill the people of Zamfara to dig their gold and sell for free. But they don't know there's a lot of karma. They will all pay for what they are doing. Nice. They will pay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. That's better Sunday to everybody. I hope want to get a church today because today is Sunday. You know, normally our people go to church on Sundays and you go in there and pray to God and ask Chukwukika Abiyama to give us Biafra. That's all we need. Pray for our leaders to sustain them, give them strength. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking to us today, doing marvelously well. For his age, I don't know that just only the strength of the Almighty God that can give him the power to do what he's doing. Because I draw easy, for somebody when you look at him, when he's talking and listening to him, I feel him so much in my heart that this man is doing what he's doing because I draw fecha. All right, so what we are saying, like Obasanjo's noise that he's making about minorities, I think my brother that just spoke and gave me this clue has made it make sense to me, because when he keeps saying minorities, I was thinking that he was thinking in terms of the people in the river, our brothers in the River Rhine area. No, he's talking about them. They are politicians. They are the ones that will lose, because the chance are more easy for them to steal, to loot, whatever the way they have been doing it before. Caller on straight line, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke. Good afternoon from here. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling from Italy. Mazi, I thank you. I thank our leader, and I ask God to strengthen him more. Mazi, I don't know if it is an advice or if it is I want to advise all our people to join hand and pray to God to strengthen to strengthen the angels or no government, to give them more powerful explosive. Because each time I watch the so-called video of Hope who's at the mass house, and I saw the main building standing. The other they go and burn the boys' quarter and leave the main building. In fact, I don't know how I feel. That God should give no government more sense to be using more hard explosive to bring down any if they want to police station, they should bring the police station down, not only to burn the police station, to bring the police station down. If they went to all this, if they go to all this governor's house or this so-called leader or other title and they should bring their house down, not burning. They don't burn anything. Burn, you can tomorrow buy one bucket of paint and paint it again. Bring it down completely. That is what we are praying now. That is my praying to God, that God should give them more explosive, more hardened explosive, so that they will be using it wisely to be bringing their houses down one after the other. Mazi, this is my contribution this afternoon. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA too. I know what we are saying is that whether they like it or not, no matter how much they struggle, we'll always excel. All right, I have room for very few more calls, or one or two calls, and we'll call it a day. But for now, all right, I have a call coming in. Let me take this one as probably my last call today. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. I am having fun here with this church music. And there, well, welcome to the program.
God bless you. One name, Jishik and all. Well done. This is Mazi Iyke from London. God bless you. I've been listening since morning, since you started the program, and all the analysis you've made, and all the other people, contributing. There is one aspect of this I want to bring to our people. You see, when we say Biafra, Radio Biafra, Biafra is our religion, and Radio Biafra is where we worship. What it means is, if you go to church, people go to church to contribute money, because they were given a hope of a heaven, imaginary heaven. Now they contribute money for tithe and offering. The perspective I want our people to look at is, what was the purpose of Jesus Christ coming to earth? What was the purpose of a prophet like Moses coming to earth? They all came to earth for a purpose, to set the captive free. Those people that are sick, to give them, healing. People that are suffering, that are in bondage for several years, several decades, to set them free from those bondage and hardship and killing. This is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, and IPOB, they have come to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, if you want to support the work of God, I calling you now, what I've been doing over the years, I joined our leader even before ESN was formed. The evangelism I go, I was a staunch Christian, Pentecostal. I even went to Bible college to be ordained a pastor before I traveled to UK. Now, what I've done over the years is to distance myself from what you call the church, in Nigeria, and then follow IPOB, follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, follow the teachings going on. I will go out and try to all the friends I've made over the years. Once I ask them, are you supporting ESN? And they say, oh no, we are not supporting ESN. I will ask them why. Before the end of the argument, I will win them over. I will even encourage them, direct them, and tell them how to, start supporting ESN. I did one yesterday in my house here. Last week, the same thing. Every day, I call it a duty to make sure our people support ESN, because the first line of defense we have is ESN. 1967-70 Biafran Nigerian genocide over Biafra.
Yes.
We had no standing people defending our land. Some of us were recruited at the age of 10 years or even 9 years.
Yes.
From Boy Scout, they give you a stick to go and join to fight for Biafra. Now, 21st century, we have millions of young men and women who have dedicated their lives to defend our land without asking for penny. Now, what is your responsibility living in diaspora? The reason why God sent all of us out to diaspora, He knew that a time like this will come. And when a time like this comes, is our resources, whatever we lay our hands in the Western world, we have to use it to support the people defending our land. This is an obligation. You don't need to be a member of IPOB, but as long as you are a Biafran,
yes,
you know whom you are. You know what you do. It doesn't matter your political status in life. You should know that you have a homeland. The only homeland you have is Biafra land. It's not America. It's not UK. We might have British passport, American passport, working in their countries, but we have a place. And this place now is under siege by foreigners, Fulani Marauders from pit of hell, coming over to take our ancestral land. And our young men and women, they've dedicated their lives, sacrificed everything, good life, to defend our land. Now you are finding it difficult to put your hands in your pocket to be supporting them, to make sure that your land is being defended, that when you go home, you will still have a place you call home. I am begging our people, please, Biafrans all over the world, rise up. Nigeria is over. He's long gone. Nigeria is long gone. If you are still holding on, oh, Nigeria go better or you don't go better, you are just wasting your time.
That's right.
Because the Fulani came and they destroyed Nigeria. They are the ones that destroyed Nigeria. Not Yorubas, not Biafrans, not Middle Belt. It was the Fulani. They came and destroyed Nigeria by themselves. So if you are still fighting to keep one Nigeria, it means you are aiding and abetting them to kill more people. Now, Fulani, this one goes to you. El-Rufai, Sultan of Sokoto, the presidency, Mieti Allah leadership, all of you, even those in military, take it or you leave it. You are going down. You are going down. What was done to Fulani in other African countries will be done to all of you in Nigeria. Yeah. That you will never have a safe place to be called a place in Nigeria. All these your foot soldiers you're bringing, staying behind the scene, supporting them, taking federal money that still come from Biafra land to arm your terrorist Fulani brothers to come and kill our people, take over. It's not going to happen anyway.
Yes.
It's not going to happen. But all of you should know, you are not going to escape this time. Never will you escape. Even if you escape, we will track you wherever you are and make sure you go down, because you have destroyed so many lives. You have made so many houses, so many families. They've lived in pains and poverty and penury for years and decades. Now is your time to receive the reward of the work you have done.
Yes.
Adeboye, yesterday I said in a program, Adeboye, you went and had a meeting with El-Rufai, the man, a head of terrorists in Nigeria that has been killing people all over. You went, you call yourself a man of God. You went to go and have a meeting with a terrorist and you came out to say, oh, pray for Nigeria. What did God do to you? He killed your first son for you to feel the pain of other Nigerians. El-Rufai has been using his people to kill in Nigeria. That's the reason why your son went to bed. He did not wake up. Get that message. You better get it. When all of you start preaching the right word of God from your pulpit, God will have mercy on any of you. If not, you are all wasting your time. The few ones that are speaking out now, what is the word they are saying? The same duplication of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's years of prophecy, years of teaching. That's what they are duplicating now. What does it show to you? That we are right, 100% right. The truth is on our side. And none of you can defeat us. That's the way it is. Because what we are doing is a mandate from heaven. And God is with us. And God knows we are fighting to liberate our people from slavery, from poverty, from debt. That's what we are fighting for. Nothing more, nothing less. Mazi, I say, may Chukwu Kikebiama continue to bless you for all the things you've been doing. Bless our leader, bless all IPUB, and they'll do the one freedom fighters all over the world. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much. That ends today's program. All the phone lines are turned off. I can't take any more calls because Mazi Nnamdi is coming in. Radio Biafra, USA 1. It's time to be on the air. Please stay tuned. And don't forget, still have to remind you that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is actually broadcasting today. It's going to be live today. Oh, fortunately, I don't know what's going on here. Why is this not playing? The music is not continuing to play. You know, this computer thing, sometimes it baffles me. You do something and they're doing something else. You're doing something else and he's doing something else. All right, from here, we're going to say, all I got to remind you is that Biafra is our religion and Radio Biafra is where we worship. I'm off the air this time and Mazi Nnamdi is coming in next. Stay tuned. Don't go away. From here, it's goodbye. Don't go away. From here, it's goodbye. Don't go away. From here, it's goodbye.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio, Radio Biafra, the first and the last.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.